your six-figure business. I do taxes, credit, I'm trying to find it. So again, for me being a mompreneur right now, it's all about the profit for me. It's all about the profit right now. It's all about making the money. I'm still working in a habit of trying to find my passion, even though I kind of did, but we'll get into that. All right. So today I am actually going to help those ladies along with everyone else how to find, the roadmap to starting your personal business. Again, some people feel like they have to choose between being a parent and running a business or working a 9 to 5 because they need the stable income. And sometimes it's not all about that. You can actually be a full-time parent, a wife, run a household, and still run a business. It's absolutely capable. I did it. I wasn't raised into a family with money. I wasn't raised into, seeing that everything I've learned on my own by picking up a book, going on YouTube, reaching out other resources, connected with my friends that did it. Some people won't connect with someone that's already a boss or someone that has their own business. Nope. I will go to my friends that are already doing it. Like, hey, you have your own business. How can I learn from you? I want to learn from you. How can I help you? I offered to be my best friend's assistant for free. And I'm like, I need to learn. Like, you making this much money, how can I do that? You are on vacation, you doing X, Y, and Z. Like, I feel like I'm behind. How can I get on the platform you were? And my friend gave me an opportunity. It's like, you know what? I could use help. Gave me the time and it helped me. So this afternoon, you'll be learning what's truly holding you back from being super clear and transparent to start your business and the first 3 steps to manifesting your dream business. So where's the chat at? I would like to know how many women in here have their own business and how many of you ladies want to start your own business. So if you could put that in the chat of, if you're a business owner, you could drop in business owner. I see ones. And how many of you ladies want to start your own business? Okay, there you go, starting businesses. There you go. By the time I'm done with this presentation, I hope for you ladies to have a new CEO mindset. You got to manifest it. Some people might call me, what is that word? Conceited, but I'm not. I manifest everything I want. I learned to speak what I want into existence and into affirmations. I put post-its everywhere. You are the boss. You are beautiful. You will be a millionaire, everything. I'm going to show you ladies. I'm so much onto it. This is my chart. And I keep this every day in my apartment. I hope you can see it. On my table of all my manifestation and all my goals. So that's my plan for you ladies. I'm going to give y'all the first 3 steps into creating your own business. Some ladies already business owners, maybe the information I might give you might help you to structure your business a little different when it comes to taxes and business credit, and plus new friends. Like, we are all about to be in a community. Again, we're all here for, networking, meeting other people, learning, and then the confidence. Like, it's all about confidence. You have to create this confidence as a woman to be able to, start your own business or whatever you want, your brand, as they would say. So right here, this slide says community photo. I want us all to take a picture. I know some of you guys' cameras are off. I think we should all put our cameras on and all of us at one time take a screenshot. We could all follow each other, shout each other out on Instagram. Again, you got to network. It's all about networking because, again, you don't know who's in the room that can help you, who's in the room that you would need the information from, or who in the room that's doing something that you want to do, and they could give you the blueprint. It might be your next business partner. It might be your next coach. So how can I go back into seeing all you ladies' faces?
You gotta stop sharing, and or we can leave it for the last thing. We can.
Okay, so I'll do for the last. Also, that's my information right there. So I started this thing now. I just started motivational speaking along with a beer, and I had to learn what is my purpose, my power, and my passion. So starting to, be peaceful with your mind and understanding what you want out of life, you really have to ask yourself that, like the purpose. Why is the reason you wake up in the morning, and how do you plan to make a mark on this world? Some people don't think of it like that, but it's very important for you to be honest with yourself. And one thing about me, I've learned over time was to be honest. So from my personal experience, the reason why I get up every morning is my daughter. I no longer live for myself. If I didn't have a kid, I would probably be on the other side of the world. But because I have my daughter and she's a blessing, she is my reason. There's plenty of times in the morning I wake up, my alarm goes off, I'm like, shit, I don't want to go to work today. Like, do I need to go to work today? Do I need that paycheck? Because I still have my 9 to 5. And I'm like, you know what? I have to. Or there's times where, I fell into depression and I'm like, screw this world. Like, let me just lock myself in the bed all day and sleep, or let me drink a whole bottle of wine and just not do any house chores or whatever. But then I realized, like, I can't do that. Now I have to be a role model for someone else. And if I don't do it as a parent, no one else is going to do it. So that's my purpose. I've learned to be honest with myself, and like, my purpose is my daughter. Now it comes for power. Everyone on this earth has a power, whether it's creativity, whether it's anything. To me, I honestly feel like my power is leaving a positive impact on people. One, I like to learn from people and I like to teach people. There's something that I might know that you don't know, or there's something that you can teach me. Again, it's about being honest, and it's about, inspiring other people. So small. I had a friend the other day call me and we were just talking, and she's like, you know what? I'm like stuck in this house. I need to get out. It's driving me crazy. I'm working from home. I'm like, girl, if you don't go sell like a Starbucks or go sell like Barnes and Noble or, Panera Bread, get out the house. 30 minutes later, I get a text like, you know what? I really appreciate you. Like, you really inspired me to leave my house, and I had an amazing day. Something so small, just having a small conversation with a friend can change your whole day. It's about really being inspirational to people. A lot of people know me personally that's on the live, and they'll be like, yeah, I'll get up and I'll just say something friendly. I'm always there to motivate. And if I know something, I don't mind sharing it, even if it's so small for like a dress. You ask some people when you see like they have nice clothes, like, hey girl, where you got that from? And they'll be like, oh, somewhere. They're afraid to share the knowledge. There's enough money in the world for all of us to make. So if I'm doing something and you want to know how to do it, I don't mind giving you the information to how to do it. And then lastly is your passion. Your passion is number one important to becoming a business owner. I ran through so many certifications, so many business plans. I probably got like 3 businesses registered because I couldn't find my passion. Again, for me, it was always about the profit. I just wanted the quick money. Like, whatever's gonna make me money, that's what it's about. I don't care. I just want to work hard. I don't even want to work hard. I just want the money. If I could plant a money tree in my backyard, I would. But again, it's all about finding your passion. Some people feel like passion is having a passion for a job or career. Finding your passion is actually an activity you enjoy doing in your spare time. And for me, my true passion is traveling. I like to travel. That's what I'm gonna live for. That's what I'm gonna retire doing. That is my passion. So right now, I just have to rebrand my whole business plan because I need to find a way to make money off of my laptop. I need to find a way to run my business off of my laptop where I can legit travel the world. Like, that's my passion. So now I'm working super hard to doing everything I need to make sure that my business is scaling off a laptop while I'm on the island. All right, ladies. So in order to get started, you have to be honest with yourself. You can get a paper and pen and pick, what is your purpose? Why am I doing this? What powers you have? Everyone has powers. You need to find your powers and then your passion. Oh, am I going to the next one? All right. So now we already found our power, our passion. The next step is having a new CEO mindset to become a business owner. What helps me most is writing down all my business ideas. I have my notebooks and I like to write. I am a writer. Even if you have your cell phone, you just thinking of idea. You could be somewhere at a restaurant and you like a meal. You're like, you know what? This is good. I'm pretty crafty. Maybe I could go home and cook this and sell food on Instagram or be an inspirer. It's all about you writing all your ideas down. Because at times, sometimes we get overwhelmed in our ideas. It's natural. Everyone gets overwhelmed in their ideas. And sometimes you have so much of them and then you get distracted by something. So if you have a notebook, write idea down. When you're out hanging out with your friends, drinking, partying, you should bring it up like, you know what, I have an idea about X, Y, and Z. Before you know it, there might be someone in that room that shares that idea with you. So number 2 is be real with yourself of what you love and enjoy doing most. Me, I am a shy person, but then I'm outgoing. I like to help people, but now I'm realizing that I need to help them in a way of educating themselves. I did credit repair, and when I said I did it, I used to charge people to actually do their credit and do it myself. Now, over time, I realized like, no, I need to educate them on how to do it themselves because, you're not going to get nowhere in life with the convenience. You got some business that, I could do it for you, or I could teach you how to do it yourself. And lately, that's been my mindset is trying to teach people how to do it for themselves. So again, you have to find what you enjoy doing the most and strand it from that way. Number 3 on my list is what makes the most sense of who you want to be. Your brand versus your brand. Again, I like to call myself Boss Lady HP. My brand color is purple. That's what I go by. Why? Because I'm in control over my life. You have to make sense of who you want to be. I know I want to be this $1 million making lady that's going to travel the world. That's who I want to be. So I need to make sure that my business is going to allow me to do that. Whatever business I decide to invest my time and energy into, it needs to be able to allow me to do my passion. It's going to allow me to travel. It's going to allow me to do whatever I want. Number 5 is think about how does this business align with you? So again, that goes for comparing yourself and seeing other people's business. I see a lot of friends of mine that do hair. And when I mean they do hair, they're making bank off of doing hair. They're charging $500 per week. Let's be honest, it probably takes 2 hours to sew somebody's hair and they're making $500 in 2 hours. That's a lot of money. They got 3, 5, 10 clients a day. It's like, all right, girl, I know the weekends people getting their hair done. They're making $5,000 a week, $6,000. That works for them. That can never work for me. Yes, the money is there, but I ain't got time to be braiding nobody's hair. I don't got time for any of that. So again, you need to find something that aligns with you. Don't let somebody convince you like, oh, you know what? I do real estate, so that makes money. I think you should be a real estate agent. If you know you're not ready for that hustle and that dedication, don't move into a field that's not going to align with you. And then number 6 is how would you make a difference? Again, it's going to be a lot of competition out there, like a lot. You have to know whatever business you decide to launch, how are you going to be different from other people? I am a tax professional, and being a tax professional is really hard. Why? Because it's people's socials. A lot of people been going to the same tax person for years. And even for myself, I had the same tax guy for 10 years, and he's actually my partner now that I work with. And it's like, you have to be different. Last year was my first year doing it, and it was a little hard, you know. I've expected a lot of people to support, and they didn't, but then I had to be realistic. Like, this is confidential information. You're dealing with people's finances. Not everybody wants you in their business. So over time, you know, I've learned, okay, you know what? I got to change my system around. I have to make it a different way. I'm educating them. So that comes down to marketing. I've started posting, you know, a lot of educational stuff on my Instagram, my Facebook. Whenever somebody had a tax credit or I see them repost something on Instagram about a tax hack that was incorrect, I would let them know, like, girl, that is wrong. Stop listening to that. This is it. I am educated on this. And as I started educating people more, they began to trust me more. Like, oh, she knows what she's talking about. Like, no, she's not just pretending. I understand she might be new to the business, but she is actually giving us the education. It allowed them to rely on me and find me dependable. And then also number 7 goes back to, is it a passion of the business you're ready to launch, or is it going to be profitable? For the last few years, every business I launched was about profit. Now I'm finally in my mindset of the life, and right now in the moment of my life where I know my passion, and now I plan to turn my business completely into passion, something I love, where I don't have to retire for. I can be working at 65 still because I love what I do. If it's for profit, cool. If you want to make quick money, absolutely. But again, this is the time that you're going to put into an investment. So you really need to break that down of the difference if it's going to be a profitable business or a passion business. So step 1 for starting your dream business is you have to choose the right business. There's so many things to do, like a lot, but again, you need to find something that aligns with you. So it could be a glam artist. You could do hair, you could do makeup, you could do nails, you could be an eyelash tech, whatever you want. You need to figure out what you're going to enjoy doing. Or not, a lot of people go for fashion. They sell online clothes boutique, clothes and sneakers. That is considered profitable business. You can go, I'm going to tell you guys a quick story. My first business I actually ever launched was a swim line. And I don't know if a lot of you guys are familiar with this, but you know, She's in the Chinese website. That was my wholesaler. I started my first swim line in 2018, right? And in 2018, in order for you to order from Shein, you had to have a wholesale license. So I went to 28th Street here in New York City, got a wholesale license. It was like $20. They gave me like this ID card, and I actually went on Shein and I bought swimsuits. I started my first business with $100. The swimsuits back then wholesale was $3 each. I'm sorry, whoever bought from me, don't kill me. But I made a profit of it. It was $3 each swimsuit. The first thing I bought $50 worth of swimsuit. I took $20 to start my website. And at the time, I want to say what website I used. I think I did Shopify. I created my website on Shopify. And then I had to go down to like the county's office and I got a business certificate for taxes reasons. But I started my first business with $100. And when I mean I bought the bathing suits for $3, I was selling the bathing suits for $40. Like, do the math. I was making money off of it. It was a profit for me. But then over time, I realized, selling swimsuits is like selling clothes alone is the number one thing that returns. A lot of people return clothes. They put the clothes on, they're like, I don't like the way this fit, is a return. So at that point, I knew the money was good, the profit was good. But then I'm like, it's a headache because I don't have time to be taking refunds, exchanging the swimsuits. Again, you have to figure out whether it's going to be a profit business or a passion business. Babysitting, tutoring, health and wellness. Some people are into fitness. Fitness being, a personal trainer will be a passion. Some people love to personally train people. That would be a passion job. Construction, interior designing. I know some people that love to do home renovations. It's a passion for them. They can make money. There has to be something that you are crafty in, something that you're nice in. It has to be something that you really enjoy doing that you could turn into a business. Business falls into two categories. It's either you're going to offer them a service or you're going to have a good to sell. It's only two things. Construction is doing services, being a tax person, bookkeeper, an accountant, that's all doing services. Selling goods is like selling clothes, makeup, shoes, selling insurance, travel agent. Even if you're a cooker, a lot of people I know love to cook. They sell food. That's a business. That's not a side hustle. At this point, what you love and you consider to be a side hustle actually can be an 8-figure making business as long as you have the correct structure. So that goes into my next slide. So forms of business structures is very important. When you take that step to becoming a business owner, you are registering with the state. You are letting the US know, the IRS know, I am a business owner. And it goes with registering your business the correct way. So I actually picked this slide first, but it should be, I'm gonna leave it the way that it is. So when you go and you apply for your business, you have to have a NACA's code. So a NACA's code is a 6-digit code system that stands for the Federal Agency and Classifying Establishment. So it's basically like an ID number where the city and basically the IRS identifies you. It is very important that you hire someone or you do background thing to make sure that you register your business with the right NACA code. If you don't have the correct NACA code, that could screw up your business funding. That could mess up the amount of taxes you pay. It could screw up your whole business. So always educate yourself on it. If you want to take a screenshot, when you start, let's say you want to be, you're a barber, you need to make sure that your business is registered under, hairstylist. If you are a real estate agent, it should be under real estate. If you are selling online business like e-commerce, it should be online boutique. You have to make sure that the NICIS code is correct, because if you don't legally structure your business the right way, you're gonna end up in a hole, like completely. So when you first start, make sure that the NICS code is correct to whatever business you plan to launch. So going back into structuring your business, there's multiple ways that you can do it. You can have your business registered with a business certificate, which will be considered sole proprietorship, or a LLC. So as you can see, I split it up, the difference between the two. A sole proprietorship will be registered to your social security number. You don't need to have an LLC. It could be directly to your social security number. So let's say those that get served 1099, for freelancers, if you just do, side business for people, you're considered sole proprietorship. Good thing about having a sole proprietorship is taxes. You are allowed to write off your expenses as a sole proprietorship. So yes, you could keep your receipts for it. You are allowed to write off your tax deductions as a sole proprietorship. It is just registered underneath your social security number. But the bad part about that is when it's registered underneath your social security number, if somebody wants to sue you, they can. Like, you're not covered. You have no liability. They can come and sue you. And when they sue you, they are suing your personal income. They're suing your personal bank. So having a sole proprietorship is good for first-time business owners. Again, when I had my swim line, I registered as a sole proprietorship. It was registered underneath my social security number. I didn't have a separate number. Now, when you go to register for LLC, you then now get an EIN number. An EIN number is an employee identification number that the IRS gives you. It is perfect. Like once you get an LLC, you have a variety of options now. Once you register, now your company is covered. You now separate your personal social and the business separate. Having the LLC allows you to get business funding. In order to get business funding, you must have liability on the company. So to start an LLC, it varies depending on the states that you live in, but you can start the LLC with $200 for filing, the first piece of form you have, and going through the steps. So you have to figure out exactly what you plan to offer, how much you assume your business is going to make when making these decisions. So for a single person, as a one person business owner, you can either be a sole proprietorship or a single member LLC. I will personally always recommend to get the LLC because you don't want to use your own money. You want to be able to get business credit. You want to be able to get business loans. So you should always register your business as a LLC. Once you get over a certain tax bracket, and usually the SCorp and SCorp goes for people that make over 100K because of the tax credits and the financing of it. But usually SCorp have shareholders. So half of us that work for corporate jobs, it's called corporate because it's a lot of shareholders and it's big companies and they make a lot of money. SCorp is kind of like the same, but again, that's usually for those that plan to run big businesses and have multiple partners. If you're just a single person or one person business owner, then you kind of don't need this unless you hit over 100K. Then it's good to register your business as an SCorp because of the tax reasons. This is kind of messed up. All right. Okay, so in order to get your business started, there's a list of things that you really need to do. Again, we're not being side hustlers no more. We're turning everything into a business, a legal business where they're going to go to Google, they're going to put our names in, and it's going to pop up. You can go to Google right now and put in Boss Lady HP, and my whole business is going to pop up. You might see a selfie with me with this shirt on and purple. It's going to pop up. We're no longer small people. We are registering our business to let them know we're about it. We CEOs, we run our own business. This is where we are. We are legit. We are on paper. So step one, again, is the article for LLC. You can actually go to Google and you can type in Google your state. You can pay, let's say like New York State, LLC filing. Here in New York State is $199 to start it. Every state varies. Certain states is probably $50, certain states is $80, but that is step one. You have to get the article organization. Once you get the article organization, you can start it. So if you guys that want to become business owners, you can screenshot this. But after that, you have to get like a business address, a business phone number. I actually gave you guys tips, but Grasshopper is $26 a month. You can get Grasshopper, you pay $26 a month. It will be a whole phone on an app of your cell phone. You don't have to get two phones. You can pay $26 a month and it will be an app with voicemail that you can have access. To start your business going, you need to have a business email and a domain. I always recommend Google. Google is cheaper. It's easier to manage. You could go to Google. They will give you steps on how to register your business email and how to get the domain. If you need to have a business license to start your business, you have to get it. Certain people that like to do hair, you need a business certificate. If you like to do nails, you need certain license in order to run that business. Again, back to the EIN, you can actually get that number for free. Once you go to LLC, you can get the EIN number for free. You go to irs.gov. It's actually free, of course, to get it. Once you get this, now you have a form that you are officially an LLC business owner. The next step is going to get a business account. You can walk into the TD Bank and be like, hey, I have an LLC. This is my paper. This is my article organization. I need a business account. I know for those that got credit unions, I would recommend going to the credit union and getting a business account. Why? Because credit unions offer you the most money. Also, for those that are always busy and they don't have time to go in to a business, into a bank, you can actually go to usbank.com and it's an online small business owner bank. It's like $8 a month, but you could register your business, take a picture and scan everything PDF to them, and they will open up a business account for you. Once now you got your business account, we got our business register. The next step is getting business credit. You don't want to use your own money. If you have to, you could. But again, let's take advantage of having the business credit. To start your business credit, you will have to get a DUNS number. A DUNS number is how you would generate a credit score. So the most second, like we said, who was it? Someone came across this, but the number one bill that you will pay as a business owner is business taxes. So in order to be organized when it comes to business taxing, it is the bookkeeping. Bookkeeping is number one important when it comes to business taxes. Why? Because as a business owner, they don't take taxes out of our income. They only, well, you don't pay taxes out of it at all. So we are responsible as business owners to pay taxes on our own. So as a business keeper, you must keep all receipts, any sales slips, invoices. When you hire someone to do a job for you, like me, I don't know how to create websites, so I would usually hire someone to create a website. When I pay them, I keep an invoice, a receipt, bank deposits, cash for expenses. Sometimes I'll need to go to like Dollar Tree and buy like envelopes for my business, pens, stamps or something. Sometimes I will pay with cash, but you need to keep the receipts. Why? All your receipts are considered expenses. And once you have those receipts, it will lower your tax bill, because as a business owner, we have a gross income that we make. So let's say we make 100K for the year, and then you have your expenses. When it comes to expenses, let's say we spent $20,000 on it, you actually deduct your expenses from the gross that you make, and it adjusts your income, and you only pay taxes on the profit that you made. So if you made 100K for this year, you spent 20,000 on expenses, that will adjust your income to 80K. You only pay taxes on the 80K. What's very important to be organized as a business owner, especially a single business owner starting up, is you need to keep your personal and your business separated. The income, the expenses, everything. I always personally recommend everyone to get 3 bank accounts. Depending on it, you can actually get a business checking, a business savings, and then like a small business card to keep it separate. Why? Because you need one for income, for deposits only, to have the money showing in there. Then you'll need a separate account for expenses. So, go online and pay. Until you get a business credit card, you might need another account for that. And then you need a third one for tax savings. Some people like to pay taxes ahead of time, quarterly, but if you don't have that, then it's cool. I personally would recommend using QuickBooks Self-Employed or QuickBooks Small Business Owners. Now they're offering a free bank card with it, and plus they keep tracks of all your expenses, and it generates a nice report. And QuickBooks is cheap; it's $9 a month, and it is very convenient for you. Hold on, I know I have a few more minutes left. Here is a show where I said how to build your business credit and fund it. Now we got our business going, we got our website going. We are now trying to get business credit and funding. Step 1 is you have to get a DUNS number from Duns & Bradstreet. It will help you generate a Paydex score. In order to have a business credit, the score ranges from 0 to 100. It's not like personal credit. Personal credit, you get from 300 to 850. No, when it comes to credit and business, is 0 to 100. You have to have a minimum of 75 score in order for banks to approve you. So the best way to do that is to apply for a net 15, 30, or 60. So a net 30 and 15 is actually with small, it's a line of credit with small vendors. I am pretty sure you guys heard of Uline. You could go to Uline online and you can buy, let's say $100 worth of merchandise. You will have 15 days to pay off the invoice, or 30 days, whichever one they approve you for, depending on your business and how much funding you need. That will help you generate a credit score. Once you start with the net sense and you pay your invoice, your score starts to go up. You'll start generating a Paydex score. After you started generating a Paydex score, now you can apply for store cards. I would personally recommend Amazon and Walmart. Why? Because they sell everything. You can order it directly from online to your house. It has a variety of things. Whether you work in a hair salon, you need hair products, you could order it. If you work from home and you need printer, ink, pens, office supplies, you can rent it. If you, let's say, are a nail tech person and you need supplies to nail polish, tips, you can order that. Amazon and Walmart has the best store business credit cards for business owner. And once you have that, at least for 3 months, your score will go up to like 75. The minute you have 75, you want to get that Amex business. That Amex business gives you so much benefits, cash back, travel hacks. Amex business card, it's the goal. We all should be in the Amex Platinum gang. Once you get your business credit, the next step is applying for business loan. What's good about it is that we had 3 ladies earlier that touched on business loans. So we might all want to, get their information and network with them. But number one step, you have to have 3 months of business bank statements. They're not going to give you no business loans unless you have that bank account. So it goes back to what I said previously. You have to open up a business bank account. In order to get that business bank account, you have to structure and file your business correctly when it comes. So make sure you structure your business LLC or SCorp or single proprietorship in order to be eligible for the business account. The minute you have that business account, you separate your personal expenses and your business expenses, and you start showing them, I'm making money. Whether it's $15, $100, $1,000, you leave that money in there, because when it's time to come to the business loan, you have to show that you're making money. I think my time is up. Sorry if I went over, but again, this is my information. You could connect with me. That's my personal number, my Instagram. I'm still working on transitioning all my personal stuff more into a more professional business platform. But again, when I say I'm a business coach, I am here and I want to help other women become business owners. I can do it with my eyes closed. You can actually launch a whole business in 30 days if you're serious, and I will hold you up to it. So whoever wants to, follow my Instagram and reach out to me, and we could get the business started. Like, we could get it going. It's no time to wait. It's no excuses. You want to become a business person, we're going to manifest it within 30 days. You can be a business owner. And that, how do I stop sharing?
You stopped sharing already. Thank you. That's amazing. Thank you. Like,
no problem.
You just gave us the gems, the real sauce, great information. Thanks, Haydee. In the chat, everybody's blown away. You're just hitting the nail. Like, you're giving us real sauce, real gems. Thank you so much for sharing that. And if anyone in the chat have a question, we can take one question because we're running behind schedule. So we close up. I know a lot of people are on different time zones. Some people are sleeping, like they left the phone on and they're sleeping listening to us. So I appreciate everyone coming in and all the support in here. We building a community of female CEOs. So yeah, it's your time. It's your time.
Good morning. I have a question. Wow. First of all, wow, what a wealth of knowledge. Wow, it blew my mind. This is Alejandra. This is Alejandra.
All right.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, it's such an amazing, powerful event. Every single speaker. Wow. And question for you. I am in Japan. I do have an LLC in Colorado. I am in Japan. I would like to start an export as well. Later on, I'll let you know about what in more details because of the time. Is there something you can help me with that? An international import and export of small items, not elephants from Africa. I would love to, or snow monkeys from Japan, but yes, but more like, yes, go ahead.
Yeah, absolutely. So for the fact that you said you want to export. So because you already have a LLC here registered in Colorado, United States of America, and you want to export stuff from Japan into the United States, you might just probably need a wholesale license. I think it's best to probably Google in your neighborhood, in Japan, exactly what you need for the shipment, because it'll be more of not a business problem, but it'll be more of a customs problem, depending what goods you're shipping into the United States. So you might need to see more of the product that you're doing and the custom rules, because I know here in the US, they do have a lot of rules and regulation when it comes into receiving large shipments, especially from other countries. So that will be the number one thing that might kind of delay you, is the rules when it comes to receiving large, large shipments into customs, because no matter what you ship, even if you do it through mail, the airlines, everything has to go through customs. And if it's going to be something extremely valuable, like over a certain amount of money, it might flag it. So yeah, if you want, take down my information, or you could drop your email and we could go more about it. I'm definitely willing to help you get that information, because that is really good. Like if you want to export stuff from Japan into the United States, that can help a lot of people, and I'm willing to help. And I could, guide you through it and learn with you and also teach you. So definitely we should put information on it to do that.
That will be amazing. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Definitely, I'll be in touch with you. And
Okay.
that's all. Turn in the microphone.
Okay.
Thank you, Alejandra. Thank you for the dedication. She's up like all morning, and we've been on the Clubhouse last night together. And that's where we met. We met on Clubhouse last night, actually. And she was like, I will stay up. I will wake up early, actually. So I saw Maxine raising her hand. I'm not sure if Maxine, you still have a question or not. Let me know. Let us know. Yeah, go ahead then.
So my question is for the DUNS. I'm not too clear on the DUNS. I know they say you can call them. So can you shed some light on that?
Okay.
Can
I go through Sam, using Sam?
So the DUNS number is actually a website. It's Dun and Bradstreet. You have to go there and you have to apply. Once you apply for it, it's gonna ask you your business NICIS code. It's gonna ask your EIN number. And once you apply, you have to wait a few days. It usually takes 5 to 10 business days for them to give you a DUNS number. So once they give you that number, it would officially start reporting your EIN to the credit. So Paydex scores, it would generate a score. It's kind of like your social. Once you apply for that, you have to then, now when you get a DUNS number, when you go to apply for the net 10, because that's the first step you have to take. If you have, honestly, I skipped this part, but for those that got really good personal credit, you don't really have to apply for the net 10. You can actually use your personal credit as a guarantor to get business credit. Some people like to keep the two separated, but sometimes it might help you get 10 steps ahead. So if you have personal credit, you can actually use your personal credit as a co-signer for your business to get credit funding quicker. But if you don't want to mix the two, you can go to the Duns and Brad and then you apply. Once you take the second step to open up the net 10 line of credit, you will have to put a DUNS number. Once you generate that number for you, you have to put that in the application. So that's how they report to the credit bureaus for business. So I'll put in the chat the website. I think Nish already dropped it in.
Yeah, I dropped it in the chat also. And Nishi, she said, I recommend setting up your tax election prior to applying for your DUNS number. Yeah, that's also important. So yeah, with that, we about to close up. I don't think we have any more questions. Thank you, Boss Lady HP. Thank you, Haydee, for sharing all these tips. That structuring your business the right way is very important. And personally, Haydee, she guided me through like structuring my business, my 2 LLCs. So she's really the right person to talk to when it comes to structuring your own business about taxes and all that. So everyone, thank you so much. And